So, this is the smallest faction in all of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And of course, we have the Tuskens. The Tusken faction is small, only 3 characters, and they are trash, mostly. So, we're going to start with the most useful character, and that is the Tusken Shaman. And he is classified as a healer, and he heals with his special move, Rite of Savagery, recovers 20% of their own max health plus 10% for each enemy suffering a negative status effect. I have him at Gear 11 because he was once useful for the Zeta Vader lead in the AAT raid. I actually didn't even get any use out of him before new better teams were discovered. But that was because he inflicts damage over time on his basic. He also grants Tusken allies turn meter and max health recovery when units are defeated. And I am reading this now this first time too because, wow, I actually gave him a speed arrow. I do have a lot of speed arrows right now, so it doesn't quite matter. And if you think you haven't seen the Tusken Shaman in any Star Wars movie or any Star Wars content, it's because you probably haven't. He was originally designed for Season 7 of the Clone Wars, and that was never used, but you can see concept arts online, and he also appeared in one issue of the Darth Vader comics, so it's very unlikely that you've seen him before, but he does exist. And we're going to skip this guy first and go to the second least useful character in this faction, and it's the Tusken Raider. He is somewhat useful because of his low cooldown. Well, it's 3 if you don't give him the Omega, which you probably shouldn't. But he calls a random ally to assist and dealing extra damage if the assisting ally is Tusken. So you can ignore that part because you don't really want to pair him with any other Tusken. The assist is always good. His basic removes turn meter, and he gets offense for Tusken ally, so that will mainly be himself. That's a 15% boost, so that's something. Not a good character, probably like a D. Like if there are 5 tiers from A all the way to E, he will be a D. You can get some niche uses out of him, but he's not going to be good or decent or anywhere close to that. And we have this guy who I'm sure no one can actually pronounce his name or have ever attempted to do so, and he is the only Tusken leader, which, as you can see, his leadership is terrible, but he can stun with his basic, 45% chance without the Omega. He grants turn meter to Tusken allies, and that's basically a free turn for himself, which is actually kind of nice. And he gains offense up whenever enemy is stunned, and that's it. So he's not a great character. The Tusken faction don't really have much to offer. You can use Tusken Raider in like a Phasma lead or a Darth Sidious lead, Boba lead, any like universal offense leads. You can get some use out of him because he does call assist and is kind of like Geonosian soldier in that sense, except not as good and doesn't have a ship. Tusken Shaman, you can use him as a healer in some random team, and whatever his name is can be used in a tertiary team that has stun. I wouldn't really develop any of them for Territory Wars, but if you have them for Territory Wars or Grand Arena, but if you have them, you can get some use out of them in like a tertiary or even lesser team. So this is the Tusken faction. It's a really quick overview, and I will probably do something with either Jawas or clones for the next video. Thank you for watching.